Cells.
To sell.
Yeah!
Hey everyone, welcome back to CellsToSell. I'm Nick, that's Heem, and today we have a very special episode for you. What are we doing today, Heem?
So today we had the opportunity to try out this new device called HoloLens. So there's a group on Case Western's campus called HoloUniversity, and they are part of the Kelvin Smith Library and also collaboration with Interactive Commons, who actually develops the software for HoloLens. So basically, we're going to go over a couple fun games with everybody. We're going to be putting on the headset on first, doing a quick tutorial, and then we'll be playing some graffiti. So that's just like how to get, used to the whole visual and how your hands interact with the lens. And then we'll dive deeper into like some really cool science applications called HoloAnatomy, where you basically get to see holograms of skeletons and muscles and all these things through your glasses.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I know you've tried this in the past, but I have yet to have the chance. So today's gonna be my first day wearing these HoloLenses and all these different applications that they have. So I'm really, really excited. We have 4 students today with us, joining us. So that will be a lot of fun. You're gonna see footage of them with, and us with the headset on, and it's gonna look like we're in a room looking at nothing, but we're going to try to get some visuals up for you guys to make sure that we can kind of simulate what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But yeah, no, we're really excited. So
this is the beginning of Tech Tuesdays, we hope to start calling it.
Yeah, hopefully.
And
where we do it maybe once a month, twice a month maybe. Trivia Tuesdays kind of get stale after a while, right? So, and we understand that, we get it too. So we're trying to switch it up. We have a really cool collaboration with these people here at Case, and with this really cool technology. The technology is made from Microsoft.
So Microsoft HoloLens.
So Microsoft HoloLens, and then people here at Case Western Reserve at HoloUniversity. HoloUniversity, they make the applications, and they are the people who are giving us this opportunity. So we want to thank them.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we want to thank Case Western, thank HoloUniversity here for the opportunity, and all the opportunities that may come in the future.
There's actually a pretty interesting startup called Illumis, which is trying to commercialize this HoloAnatomy software to other institutions. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, and we hope you enjoy.
Yeah. So let's get into we have some pre-questions for the students, and then we'll have some post-questions after they use it, and we'll kind of just see how they do and how they like it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys later.
So I'm Blake. I'm part of the RGME program, first year.
Hi, my name's Deborah Jones. My major is in regenerative medicine and entrepreneurship.
I'm Lauren LeBaron. I'm a master's of regenerative medicine and entrepreneurship student.
My name is Darren Fasipe. I'm studying entrepreneurial biotechnology here at Case.
No, I never until I met you guys.
No, I have not. This is my first time.
No.
Yes, I have.
No, I read a little before I came here, but in general, no.
I've heard about the Walking Through Pharaoh app, so yes, but other than that, no, I haven't.
Well, they told us about the anatomy one and a walking through a Pharaoh thing, so I'm excited for that one.
I'd heard about HoloAnatomy, not really much else.
Mixed reality, I kind of think of like virtual reality or something like that, related more towards like video games. But.
So, what I understand about mixed reality is that there's a combination of computer effects, special effects, with reality, and they're kind of overlapping with each other.
That it's integrated into what we see right now, like a computer screen, but like you can see through it.
I guess it's like when you're seeing something that's real and not real at the same time.
So go ahead, put it on. You want it to be snug, that it's not going to kind of jostle around when you move your head. But you don't want it too tight. Should kind of feel like sunglasses. You should feel it touching your nose, but not having a ton of weight on your nose.
Move your hand closer to the
I've been, using these for a while, and then my cousin's kid tried it out. She's like, you can draw with both hands. I'm like, I never thought to try that.
How?
You just start drawing.
The same way you draw with one.
Oh,
I see.
Dude, the fact that like you can like do like spirals and stuff is cool. Bro, I'm gonna draw a giant cat.
And in
A giant cat in a hat.
where it says freehand, you could have it make a line or a circle or a square as well.
Why is there no black?
It's so interesting that, like how it does all the depth.
So that's a good question. I know other apps, specifically HoloAnatomy, interpret black as transparent.
You can like pick shapes, and you can pinch and make the shape as big as you want. So like I just made a circle like the size of this room. 6
Left
foot. We'll give them 6 foot.
side.
So right now, we get to see two skeletons right by each other. This is actually one pod. As you can see on the ground, in between the two skeletons, there's a QR code. The instructor can place many QR codes across the room depending on how many students there are. Each QR code is its own pod, and each pod displays a slideshow. On this slide, the instructor put two skeletons side by side. One is male and one is female. You can't tell the difference between the two, other than one tiny detail that we'll go over soon. But let's admire the level of detail and the ability for me to go through the screen. On this skeleton, you may notice that there's no front tooth, and this is the male model. That's how the instructor tells the difference between the male and the female skeleton. Now let's watch the students interact with these two skeletons.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Can I guess that's my hand?
That's the male skeleton. So these are average human adult is the things in a healthy, non-diseased state is what we're looking at. So,
All right, everybody. So right here, we're gonna see Heem give us kind of a sweep and like a nice overall look of the digestive system hologram that we were looking at. So again, this is really cool. This hologram was about the same size as Heem and I, and it's really, really interesting to see, how the digestive system is set up from top to bottom. You can see that the digestive system is not just the stomach or the intestines. It includes the mouth. Digestion starts with the mouth, and it goes all the way down through the body to the anus. And it's so interesting to see that it's just not the stomach or the large and small intestines. We actually have the liver and the gallbladder included on this hologram as well. So that was the digestive system. Let's see how the students fare with it.
now we see just one model. I've kind of made the skeletons a little bit transparent. We're looking at the female model, the digestive system. And this is where I ask you to get in those guts. Stick your face in the model.
In my face?
Stick your face in the model.
Oh!
Oh, that is creepy.
For this slide, we get to look at the auditory system. Since the auditory system is so small, HoloAnatomy has a cool feature where you can actually take this tiny blue circle surrounding the ears and put it on this massive scale right here. This allows you to really look at the details of things that are otherwise really, really small and that med students wouldn't be able to see in a cadaver. Let's watch them interact.
All right, I'm going to advance the slide. Okay, so this one is kind of funny because if you're looking straight forward, it doesn't look like there is anything.
Oh, wow.
So look down. So this is the auditory system. You got ears, and you might have noticed it's a little hard to tell because the rest of the model isn't there, but I rotated it. So this model is supine instead of standing.
Yeah.
But this stuff is super small. So I made it 200% size in the designer tool.
All right, so right here we're looking at, a female body, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the heart. So we're going to kind of take a deep dive. You can see all the pericardium on the outside, how there's all kinds of different tissues surrounding the heart, and it's not just the heart. So as we go into the inside of the heart, we can see the different chambers. We can see the, how big the aorta is. The vena cava is going to be on the backside that we can't really see. As Heem's kind of moving over, we can now see where the vena cava runs into the right atrium. You can see how just intricate all the little tiny bits of tissue is, in the heart. And now we're going up to the brain, and the brain again with all the different gray and white matter. We're going to break it open and just see how many layers there are from, even you can kind of see the brain stem to like the midbrain, all the way up to, the cerebrum, the two hemispheres of the cerebrum, and it's super cool. And that blue circle around the brain is actually something that you can use to zoom in and out of and move and get it in other parts of the room, which is so, so cool.
So med students, and actually we had an undergrad class in here Monday that took an exam in the HoloLens. So a not very advanced question might be, name the structure at marker B and say what it does, that kind of thing. And so students will take tests in HoloAnatomy.
On this slide, we get to see the human circulatory system. When your heart pumps blood to your lungs, and your lungs give your blood oxygen, how does that oxygenated blood travel throughout your body to all your tissues? And after giving your tissues oxygen, how does the deoxygenated blood travel back to your heart, and your heart takes that blood to your lungs? Understanding that is very important to understand how your human body works. The red represents oxygenated blood, and the blue represents deoxygenated blood. And you'll even see green for the lymphatic system. Here I get to go in the heart again and see the level of details. On top of that, I get to see the circulatory system inside of the skull. This is amazing, and let's watch the student interact with this hologram.
Exactly what you're doing. We'll roll around.
Yeah.
Which, if you're in lens, pop it up a little bit and see how ridiculous it looks. But yeah, everybody, like you're looking at stuff.
I think it's super cool and something that would be really cool to integrate into education.
It was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was awesome, amazing. I thought it was really awesome. I've never done anything like that, so it was really cool.
I thought it was really interesting. Some of the hardware needs some work. I think there are a lot of really interesting applications, especially with like math and topology, the biology as well. But yeah, I think it was good. There just needs to be a bit more development in terms of like the applications and then the hardware as well.
Probably on the anatomy one, where we could like really zoom in and look at things.
What I liked best of it was that I liked how everything was integrated with reality, and I was able to see, all the different models, the organs. I really did like how it was very visual and that you can walk through them and see each level of the organs and the models. So I really did like that.
I think it was super cool that it was like super interactive with your hands, and you could like use your hands to like do like the menu, and like everything was interactive with your hands. I thought it was really interesting that even if I like slapped my wrist and I didn't have to see the start menu, it still worked.
Mm-hmm. I think just the graffiti, I don't know, something about the art is like kind of weird, like where like there are parts that are like blocked out because they can't recreate it. I feel like there's like a lot that you miss in like a setting like that. I think like being in front of the art is a much more immersive experience.
I think the only thing is sometimes I feel like it's like kind of hard to see some stuff, but nothing too
Buggy a little bit.
Yeah.
The only thing I really wanted to see was that I could not touch the organs, but maybe grab the organs themselves and take them out one by one, or like be more interactive with the models. Also, I would like to see different pathology with the models. So yes, of course, right now it's all like the healthy models, but I would have also liked to see diseases and maybe even real life or real time movement of the blood or the cells and anything like that.
I think I would probably change like a little part right here to help like people that wear glasses like me, for them to like fit better in the lens, because it was a little like it kept pushing them down.
I think I would try to create like some sort of game for it. Just seems like they have a lot for kind of base modeling and stuff like that, but maybe learning how to put something in that you can like more fluidly move.
I would use it to go to different like traveling. So if there was a specific country or place for me that I wanted to go to, a new city, I would use this app and be there, and like this, using the lens, be there would be very nice to do.
Probably a surgical app. I think that would be super cool if we had like the model, kind of like we did with the anatomy app, but you had it where like you had surgical instruments and like anything you did, like it was reflected in the model. I think that would be super cool.
Probably doing something with topology, visualizing spaces in higher dimensions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, especially right now, well, because we're doing anatomy. So yes, I would recommend this technology to different medical schools. If this also gets made to do the traveling or art, I would also recommend any art schools or even architecture for them. So this technology can expand, and I feel like it's going to be amazing, and hopefully that in the future we see more of this. Thank you.
Definitely. I think that especially the anatomy app and like medical schools and stuff like that, I think it would be super useful to like see into the heart like we did. It was super cool. I also think it would, like, not only with anatomy, I think it would be helpful in other utilities and stuff like that. I think it would be helpful in like lectures and stuff. I think there's a lot of utility it could be used for.
I think if there are more applications developed, definitely. But right now it seems like it's something that's in development.
Hey, well, welcome back, everybody. We just got done with the interviews. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Heem had the opportunity to do this before me, but today was my first time using it, and you'll see in the videos that everybody's oohing and ahhing and thinks that everything's really cool. Especially, I was so impressed with the anatomy slideshow that we were presented, along with, I find it hilarious that such an educational tool, he puts on the graffiti, and everybody just like, we just want to do graffiti for 2 hours. So we had a great time.
I think everyone found the monastery really cool because it was more like a VR thing where it's not like stuff was overlaid on top of real reality.
Right.
It was its own. We were in our own thing, and hopefully you guys really enjoyed that. And
yeah, again, let us know, like we said at the beginning of the video, let us know if you have any recommendations or you want to come and try this if you're in the Cleveland area, and we can try to figure something out.
And stay tuned for the next few episodes where we'll maybe have entire labs rotate through this. And since they're all like PhDs doing some really awesome work, seeing how they interact as a whole group in this kind of anatomy software, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I think what's going to be cool is like we might see some of the same stuff with the lenses on. Like everybody's probably going to see the same thing. It's going to be really hard to develop new things each time we bring somebody in, and I don't expect that from HoloLens. But it's going to be cool when we do the questions after with everybody to see, what they would add, what they liked and disliked, and how they might change it. So, all right, well, this has been the first Tech Tuesday. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we just say thank you for all the support you guys have given us. So, this has been the first Tech Tuesday of CellsToSell. I'm Nick, and that's Heem. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.